nothing really happened. Like, he would talk to her and, like, she would tease him or something and he'd be blushing and stuff like that, but, like, nothing ever happened throughout the entire series.
Which one was it?
Teasing Matsu Takagi-san. It's funny because I was watching it and, like, I was like, wow. I know these characters are in middle school and everything, but, like, wow, they've got big foreheads. Like, you could play tic-tac-toe on that forehead.
More like a 5 head?
Nah, bro, she got a 12 head. Hold on. It went on for, like, ever and ever. Like, it was, like, this tall. And her hairline looked like it was receding. Because you know how my hairline's here, but hers looked like it was, like, on top of her head. She should get bangs. Cover it up, you know?
Weird sound.
Yeah, the beat.
You ready to get this going?
Sure.
Hey, we got a tale to tell where two hearts collide. In this anime style, father and daughter sharing dreams in the world of manga. Nothing's as it seems. We've had a half in the journey, side by side, laughs and adventures we won't hide. Join the ride in this anime tonight. We found a half shining bright.
All right. Well, we're back finally for the second
Yup.
episode of 2026. Just want to say welcome to Weeb and a Half, where
This is a podcast where dad and daughter bond over anime, argue about everything from plot twists to favorite characters, and prove that watching anime is actually the best kind of family time. I'm Dexi.
and I'm Blake, and this is, like she said, Weeb and a Well, I might have said it. Weeb and a Half. That's what you're listening to right
Yeah.
now.
I said all that without a
Yeah.
script. I'm so cool.
Got some news and some other stuff, but
We did so much. We have so much to talk about.
yep. But the big one is weekend before last, we went to
IkiCon.
Yep.
And I won Best Novice, but I had a spelling bee, so I got to pick up my award and leave.
Mhm.
Well, I was the best novice in the junior, not
junior.
no, in
just
the hall
division.
because we couldn't sign up because it was out by November and we didn't know about IkiCon in November. I mean, we probably knew about it, but we probably just didn't have any details about it.
Yeah, which is crazy. The fact that that's the most spots they had, which I guess it's better because
But it's a small one too, though. To think it sold out that quickly, it's like I feel like it was about equal size to Colossal Con though. I feel like it wasn't.
Well, it didn't have near as many things though. I mean,
I feel like there was a lot more we did rather than maybe it's just because we left.
Colossal Con had the second floor back next to the escalators. All those rooms were being used during Colossal Con, and they weren't during.
I feel like there's a more variety of stuff during Vendor Hall this time, so I could actually stop by them and look at what they had. They had better voice actors too. Last time, the only one I recognized was Rigby. This time, I got autographs from Fern and Stark.
Yeah.
But I've got enough money back from tips for Girl Scout season because I always during school I was like, hey guys, I don't have change. You're gonna have to give me the exact amount tomorrow when I bring them. They're like, okay. And then they bring like 20s and 10s. And I'm like, they cost $6 each. And if you're buying 3, that gives me $2 extra. You know that, right? And they're like, yeah, take it. Thank you. So yeah. And whenever I was selling at that one weekend, this weekend, this guy gave me like 20. No, he bought 2 packs, which is 12. But then he gave me $40 and said, the rest is for you. Thank you. And I just left. And I was like, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
$28.
But which costume did you win with?
Farron.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm so cool. But no one else got to see it.
Yeah.
Because I was... And then the lady at the spelling bee, whenever we had to leave for it, misheard me. I swear, I know how to spell the word tight. It's T-I-G-H-T. She's like, I'm sorry, that's wrong.
Yeah.
What do you mean that's wrong? I just sat down and I was like, maybe I did misspell that. And you're like, how'd you spell it? I'm like, T-I-G-H-T. Tight.
Yeah.
I messed up and went to correct myself, and I did, and I fixed it.
You had 1 win that day.
Yeah,
And
but it would
really,
have
was
been cooler if I got 2.
Yeah, but which one were you more concerned with?
Well, after figuring out I couldn't actually go to the full contest and couldn't even go up on stage, I honestly probably wouldn't have cared if I won. And I also couldn't see the other contestants, so I was pretty scared about that one anyway, so I knew I probably wouldn't win.
Yeah. I mean, the whole one was cool,
So
but
the thing is, I have my age going for me too. Like, it's not just that I make my costumes like completely like by myself with a pattern,
well, it's
but
impressive that you do. That's
yeah, because I'm such a young child.
yeah. But yeah, no, there was a lot of cool stuff at this one. Like I felt like just the cosplaying there was a lot different than Colossal Con.
There was a lot more cosplayers there than I felt like were at Colossal.
I mean, I feel
There
like
were a lot at Colossal. I remember sitting in the green room and being like, wow, it is hot in here. There's so many people.
well, but that's the thing. Like we didn't see the cosplay contest. We don't know how many of them were actually
Yeah,
entered
I
there.
didn't see the green room, so
But it just felt like there were at Colossal Con all the ones that weren't competing. It was a bunch of the same costumes over and over. Like you had like a certain character that you saw multiple of, but you didn't see any of them at the actual cosplay contest. Where like this one, it felt like there was a lot of
there was a lot of
different.
Heimel, and I saw none of them compete during Colossal.
Yeah. So
They even had a whole group, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. But I was too scared to ask for a picture because it's a large group.
but yeah, they just seemed like a lot of the. I mean, good cosplay there at IkiCon. Like just walking around
Yeah,
compared to
no,
just the contest.
like usually I feel like a lot of the times, like with Anime Sneaka, that con, I remember being like, oh yeah, they're nice cosplays, but they're probably store bought and just steamed, and like you can just tell that the most they did was style their wig and put makeup on. But I mean, some of them did look nicer, but you could probably tell they might have been from nicer brands, other than just like, I don't know, Amazon or something. Or some people probably got them commissioned, like that lady that did when we went to the arcade. She's like, I got this one commissioned, and it looked really nice. But I mean, I don't know if they made them themselves, but like this one, holy cow! That girl with the pink wig from One Piece. I don't remember. I think it was One Piece. I don't know what her name was, but that wig was huge, and those shoes were tall.
Yeah, it was an impressive one.
Yeah,
And I feel like with her having the
that's gotta give you.
handler with her and stuff as well, I'm sure she
Yeah, like
was
the extra
probably
person.
yeah, I'm sure she was probably actually competing, I feel like.
I mean, you were technically my handler, and I had to have you help
Yeah.
me with all my gear, all the straps, because I couldn't do it myself.
As far as new anime go, we both have been watching something new. I
Well,
mean, well,
the new episodes of it, because it's JJK.
but
I
outside of
yeah.
JJK, because you got caught up and I've been watching, even though
You
don't know
were watching that Bisco whatchamacallit show.
Sabakui Bisco.
Yeah, and I've been watching The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. It's so good. I don't know. I think it might just be a Netflix thing. Kind of similar to like some of the other anime I've watched where they're not on Crunchyroll, they're not on Hulu. It's just like a Netflix thing. Like I think Teasing Matsu Takagi-san was like only on Netflix. But I've watched 9 episodes today. That's 3 hours of it. It's so good. And then, yeah, it's crazy to think that I got caught up with JJK within like a week and a half.
Yeah. And
Maybe less than that.
Let's talk about JJK for a while, just because I don't know all of y'all's take on it, but it's getting a little hard to follow.
Yeah, with Attack on Titan, I got confused there for a while too, and I was like, what is going on with what is happening here and here and here and here? This one, I'm straight up, I was watching in Japanese, so I had to read subtitles, and that guy was, or lady? I don't know. Tengen, it's a he, I think.
Well, I think it's it. I don't think it's.
Well, I think it might have been a he first, but since it had the last person it like turned, I don't know, took the life from was a female. So you can like that's what they said. It's like I know you didn't what's the word? Assimilate? Yes.
Yeah.
They're like, I know you didn't assimilate because your voice is the same. Because when he assimilates, his voice changes, but it's a female voice. But she was talking really fast, and I couldn't keep up with what was going on. I need the English to come out soon, so that way I can rewatch it, and maybe that'll help me understand it. I mean, I might be able to find somewhere online where I just have an explanation of it. But the new arc is called the Cooling Game, and I don't know enough about it to explain it to you.
I mean, they're going after. Well, they're trying to get to the back door of the prison realm, right?
Yeah, and only the person that can no, they have it. They have it. The only person that can open it is Gato, because Gato has the front door. And so the person with the front door is the only person that can open the back door. So they need to like get to the person that it's not actually Gato, I don't remember what the name was. They need to get that person to open the back door to get Gojo out.
Yeah.
A lot happened during Shibuya. It was hard to keep up a bit for me.
Yeah, and then you have the whole thing of him trying to use Tengen to assimilate with him, so like
But yeah, so then like
so the whole world will assimilate because he is part of the whole world now.
It's not like Tengen the person. He is literally everything and everyone. So if Gato were to assimilate with Tengen, then he would, like, I guess that would turn everyone into Jujutsu sorcerers
Yeah.
or something. But then if one person goes mad and goes crazy, since that would make everyone connected, then so would the whole world.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to rewatch because it was one of those. I'm like, this is a lot.
I know, because I was
take
trying to pay
in.
attention to like the diagrams and the pictures they were showing, but I was also having to read the subtitles.
Yeah.
So it's just, I feel like watching in English would help me understand it a lot more.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't get when they have like they're talking and then they have the diagrams with words on it. It's like, are we supposed to be reading those or?
Whenever it first showed all the rules, I had to like pause it and walk up close to the screen to read the English, but the English was like off to the side and it was partially cut off, so I was like having to try to fill in the blanks there.
I mean,
it was so fast.
I feel like it has the ability to be really good, and I'm sure people who've read it
I hope
know
the pacing's
how well
good.
it,
I hope the pacing, yeah.
It's good. It's just right now it was one of those that throwing so much at you because it's like they're all part of the culling game, but there's something they're having to do to get to the back door. So I don't know how that ties into it exactly.
I don't know how those two get together, like go together. But I know in the cooling game, I guess each person is worth a certain amount of points, and you got to kill the other people, and it's becoming Hunger Games. Oh God,
yeah.
Oh my God.
Or taking to the whole Japanese thing, Battle Royale.
Yeah, but once they you kill the people, once you get 100 points, you go to the game master, which they're like, it is the cooling game, or the cooling game is the game master. Okay, this is great. I understand everything that's going on. But once you get 100 points, you make a new rule, and you're trying to make rules that will get them out of the game.
We'll see, and maybe it's just the way they change things around, and maybe I just missed it, but what's his name, son, trying to kill?
What's his name? Toji?
No, the one trying to kill Choso on the first episode. The teacher's son, the youngest son. Or not the teacher, but the guy who ran.
It's that one Zenin guy, right?
Yeah, Zenin.
Yeah, and he's got the black and the blonde, looks like he dyed his hair and then it faded.
Yeah, how is he cut? I mean, I don't remember. I mean, maybe they've talked about him prior, but I don't remember.
I don't remember him. He might have been brought up way early in the series. I feel like he might have.
Yeah, but it was a weird thing. They just kind of threw that in and then...
No, it's because the old dude remember the old dude that was talking about the frames per second? He died. He was the leader of the Zenin clan, and he left his will to some other old messenger dude who brought it to them to read it to the people, which were going to be the next inheritance. And then it says and they said something along the lines of, in
if Gojo's not able to...
Yeah, in the event that Gojo gets sealed, Megumi will become the leader of the Zenin clan and get all of the... What was the word they used? The belongings. I don't know what the word was called. Assets.
Yeah.
Assets.
Yeah, all the cursed stuff.
Yeah, all the cursed tools and stuff like that would fall to him.
Yeah, no, I get that. It was just from everything else that's going on in the culling game, it just seems like it's
not tying into everything.
It was a weird aside that they had, they started off on literally episode 1, him being I'm going to... I know, that was the whole thing. He was well, I'm going to go... I guess he was going to try to kill Megumi.
Yeah, because
But he ended up fighting Choso.
I don't know how he got to...
And then the other one showed up.
And then Yuta was fighting with Yuji, and he's like, "Sorry, I had to convince them that I was going to be your executioner and then kill you for a split second because it was a pact, and
Yeah,
you can't break the
because
pact."
he
He
did it
killed them for a split second. Yuta reverse curse technique to heal him 1 second after his heart stopped, and it brought him back to life. That's the second time he has, quote unquote, died.
Yeah, well, I know that, but it
It's
was
like
like,
technically he didn't cheat. He did kill him.
but yeah, because I was all like, if he's going after them, why is he fighting Choso?
I know. I was like, what is going on?
Or maybe he went to kill Yuji,
Mm-hmm.
and then, yeah, Uto showed up and was all
I
like,
thought no. I remember. He thought since Megumi was looking for Yuji, he could find him with Yuji, and then Choso started fighting him. So
Okay.
that's how. Yes.
Okay, yeah,
Big
like I said,
brain.
it was like all kind of all over the place there.
What was your favorite fight in Shibuya?
Honestly, I don't remember. It's been so long. I really need to rewatch it.
Yeah,
But
you do. I liked the one where Toto and Megumi were fighting with Mahito, and near the end, whenever y'all think, well, Pope is lost. It's like the scene whenever Toto's necklace falls and like it opens. It's like one of the ones that close with the pictures on it.
a locket.
Yes, a locket. And one side has a picture of Yuji and one side's got a picture of that tall idol girl.
Mm.
And like his attacks look all magical girl. He's like starts attacking Mahito. And his attacks look like magical girl attack. And he's like all like, cause you know that like one pose that the tall girl does or whatever where she goes like that.
Mm.
And then he like does it and you see like her behind him and he's like starts attacking and it's so goofy.
Yeah.
And it was super serious before like 10 minutes before that. Yuji had like some mental breakdown. It's like, it's all my fault. Everyone's dead. And then it's all gonna be in vain. And then like they end up like, yeah. Well, I guess they don't kill Mahito, but because Geto absorbs him.
And did you want to talk about fragrant flowers before I talked about Bisco?
Yes. So the fragrant flower blooms with dignity is it's a romance. It's I guess it's kind of a slow burn. I can't tell. They fell for each other in like the first episode, but they haven't like told each other. So I guess it's kind of slow because of that. Maybe that's just compared to the other ones I've read. But so there's this boy and he goes to a school with a bunch of kids who, because I guess like once you finish middle school and stuff like that, depending on your grades, there's a certain schools you can apply for. But if your grades are too low, you can't apply for certain ones, you know? But his grades are just so low that he had to apply for this one called I think it was Chidori. And the kids in like it refer to it as like the stupid kids school or the dumb kids school. It's an all boys school, I believe. And right next to it is a school called Kikyo, and it's like a prestigious, like rich girl, smart girl high school. And people have always been scared of the main boy because he's got, I guess you could say, scary delinquent looks because he's got piercings and he's got dyed blonde hair and he's super tall and has kind of an angry, resting mean face. But he's actually a really sweet, kind person. And his mom owns this bakery and he has to help out one day. And there's this regular customer who was sitting down at a table and she had food, like she was eating a lot. Like she had a lot of cake, like a lot. Because they only sell cake there. And he looked at her and she stood up and she like ran out after paying. Well, she paid before because she buys the cake and then sits down and eats it. And then she like ran out and he thought, man, I'm just so scary. She got scared and ran away. But turns out she was just embarrassed because he was looking at her so long and thought he was judging her for eating a whole ton of cake. And then, like, since she's a regular, you know, she comes back a lot more and he's, like, seeing her and... Hold on, give me a split second.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking really fast and my brain can't keep up. Hold on. Oh, yes. And, like, they started hanging out more because, like, well, I don't know, they became closer because she kept going back and, like, they became good friends. But since he has, like, such an angry, mean resting face, people are always all, like, scared of him. Like, they think he's a really mean person until, like, they actually talk to him. And they still get scared because he looks like he might hurt you. But he's not. He's just a really tall, nice person. The two schools, Chidori and Kikyo like really hate each other. Like they are not nice to each other. And they're right next to each other too though. So like you could like look out the window and see the other school. But Kikyo never opens up their curtains. But I remember he was sitting in his classroom and he didn't know that she went to Kikyo. He thought that she was like way younger than him because of how short she is. And she's also very childish. And she opens up the curtain, like, because she got there early, and he was also at his school early, and he's looking out the window, and she opens it, and he realizes that she's a Kikyo student, and he panics and closes it, and it's like, oh my god, why is she there if she's younger than me? And he's like starts freaking out about everything, but they become really close friends, and they hang out a lot more. And the episode I was on, they were at the aquarium, kind of on a date, I guess. It's not really a date, she just wanted to hang out with him. They're so adorable.
And you said that it's just on Netflix?
I think so. I haven't seen it on anything else.
Well, I've been watching a show called Sabakui Bisco, and apparently it came out in like 2022, but I'd never heard about it or anything. And then on Crunchyroll, it was one of those, hey, suggested for you. And it's a interesting thing. For starters, it's all about like a big bomb went off in Tokyo and created what they call the rust winds. And like if you breathe in the rust winds, you start rusting, and like rust grows.
Ugh.
And
Someone gets
like
these people some tetanus shots. They need those.
The government's like blaming it on like mushrooms, but technically the mushrooms they eat and purify the rust, and that's actually why you see a lot of mushrooms where there's a lot of rust.
But they thought the mushrooms are causing it because there's a lot there.
And like the main character is Milo, and he's a doctor, and he's been healing people. And then there was the Bisco the Man-Eater, and he's like he's wanted, like everyone's like, oh, he's a bad guy, he's a terrorist, because he has these arrows that he can shoot, make mushrooms grow.
Yeah.
And
does it just like land and like mushrooms like spread up?
Yeah.
Okay. And
so, the government's like, oh no, he's a bad guy, when really he's actually what they refer to as, they're like mushroom growers, and there's a term they have for it, but
mushroom growers.
They're actually, maybe it's just mushroom farmer. Can't remember. But anyway, he meets up with Milo, and it's one of those it's Milo. Milo's, who's voiced by the guy who does Gen. And
like Gen Asagiri?
Gen from Dr. Stone.
Does he have like this does he use the same voice, or is it just?
It's similar. He also is the voice of Gintama from
Gintama?
Yeah. From Demon Slayer. Right?
Genya?
No.
Genya's the short, scary, mean one. Do you mean like the? Oh my god.
It's Brandon McInnes is the guy's name.
Wait.
Gyutaro.
Gyutaro.
Yeah.
Yes, Daki's brother, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's he does his voice as well, and they call him the Panda Doctor because he's got like this black, like, I guess maybe it's a birthmark, I don't know. It's like a black mark around his eye. But his sister's like really far gone with the rust, but she's like this super hardcore, I don't know if it's military or police agent or something like that. But
she's super hardcore with her job.
But she's like all sick, and then she like sneaks out and does stuff. And so like she goes after Bisco when he shows up, but at the same time he's working with Milo, her brother. And then she comes around, and there's a governor, Kurakawa, and
it's a pretty basic name. Lots of Kurakawas.
Yeah. And the whole thing is they're working on using the mushrooms to create a cure, but they're also creating the rust wind as well, because if they keep people sick, people have to keep buying the medicine.
Oh my god, bro.
And he gets thrown into this big thing.
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like the Lorax. Remember, they're like, if we keep making the air worse, they'll have to buy our air in a bottle.
Yeah, like there's some weird things in it, like, you know, there's like the desert, like the Badlands, but all these sea creatures like fly. Like there's big whales that can fly through the air and like fish that fly through the air.
Then why are they fish? Why aren't they birds?
I don't know, but they call it, and like one of them, she had like Bisco has this huge crab that they ride on.
Does it fly?
No, it doesn't fly.
Does it only walk sideways?
It can crawl and dig. But there's a girl in there, and she gets hired because she had what they refer to it as escargot, which is kind of weird because, you know, that's escargot is like snails, like as eating snail. When you eat snails, it's called escargot, but her escargot it looks like a big cargo plane, but on the front of it looks like the front end of a snail. So the back end is like where its shell would be, is like a big plane.
Oh,
it's really.
But aren't planes long? I would think like circular, maybe like a box, like a cargo box.
Yeah, but
no,
really
it's
weird.
A plane.
I mean, it's out there, but it's good. I'm enjoying it. Like Kurokawa gets thrown into some. I mean, and also this thing's 3 years old, so I feel like I'm not giving any spoilers here. But they're fighting, and at one point, Bisco becomes so, like, the rust starts eating away at him so much, like, his fingers are breaking off because they're rusted all the way through.
We need Senku to, like, turn them back into human.
And then, but Kurokawa gets thrown over into, like, this big vat of, like, boiling rust, and he melts, and...
the mayor guy?
The governor. But then again, Bisco's on top of him, and he's slowly melting down too. And like Milo's all like, "I love you," and it was kind of interesting because.
Did you finish it?
I'm like 1 or 2 episodes away.
I'm like 3 episodes away from finishing.
But the big thing is,
4.
Like they were friends and they were cool.
Why was he saying "I love you"?
But it seemed like he really he was in love with Bisco, but they hadn't really like shown any of that. And so it was just kind of weird. But also after they both melt, which I'm all like, I don't know what's going to happen because Bisco melted. Is he going to come back? Or because the show is literally called Sabakui Bisco, which translates into Rust Eater Bisco. So I'm like, the whole show's named after him. It's like, is he going to come back? But also, possibly because Kurokawa comes back as a weird, giant
Tin Man
Titan metal guy.
Oh, God.
Weird. Yeah, no, like a Tin Man looking thing. Like, it's...
So like if the Colossal Titan and Tin Man had a child.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ew, nasty.
And they're planning on fighting him. Like, it's...
Where is this going?
Yeah, it's kind of...
You know what's weird?
It's wild, but apparently the show, there's only like 10 volumes or something like that. So it's not a long one, but I'm just like, I came across it and I'm really enjoying it. So
is Milo the main character?
Yeah.
That's like naming Naruto and the main character being Sasuke.
I mean, there's other ones like that.
It's like the summer Hikaru died and then Hikaru not dying. I haven't watched that one yet. I probably should. It sounds pretty sad. But, I feel like I want to watch a sad one sometime.
Yeah. But no, this show is... I've been enjoying it. So it's... I'll probably finish it tomorrow if I had to guess. Yeah, we still have time. It's only been like almost 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Can we... we need to watch Angel Beats.
Yeah, we do need to finish that.
And then we need to watch Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, so we can get to the point of the...
We haven't even watched Hunter x Hunter. Oh, God. How about we just, we can at least finish those, but I don't really feel like starting any new ones.
Yeah, we really should.
When I'm asked to start a new anime, I'm like, no. I'm not going to start one if you ask me to. But, 2 years later, I'll come across it and be like, I should watch this. And then I'll sit down and watch it.
Yeah, there are some that I've watched and I'm like,
Except I started watching One Piece and I'm only on episode 170 something.
And there's been some that I've started and like they're all right. Like, is it Assassination Classroom?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Is that one kid appropriate?
there's some stuff in there with
Did you know
like the
Emery watched that? In 3rd grade, we were talking about how much we liked My Hero Academia because, well, that one was pretty good at the time. Before everyone was like, it's weird. It's weird. Stop watching that. Cringe. It's not. I swear. It's the COVID fans. But anyways, like it's a genuinely good show. And we were talking about it and he's like, nah, the best anime is Assassination Classroom. I was like,
I mean, there's
you
some,
mean the big yellow dude?
yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of fan service in it. It's not like crazy, but it's just, I don't know where it's going at the moment. Like,
Yeah. A lot of anime now, I feel like they're just like not able to end on like they're not good at ending it, so they put like something that's gonna end up killing them all.
well, I mean,
like
I'm only
Attack on
like
Titan.
halfway through the first season and I'm like, it's not, I mean, it wasn't keeping my interest enough for me to not move on to something else. But
You know? Now that I think about it, a lot of shonen, like they just can't have a happy ending. Oh, except Naruto, he's a family. So does Sasuke. But like in Attack on Titan, like even like it's always been sad. Like Hajime Isayama, like the guy that made it, really said, "Nah, guys, screw romance." That one couple that was always like, that died in like the 2nd season. The dude died, remember? And she was like trying to like
yeah,
give him like I don't know what's the word, CPR or something. Just didn't work. He was already dead. his legs were missing. And then like Hanji.
well, like my question is too, like with this, just because there's so much anime out there at the moment, and like I said, I've started 1 or 2 shows and I've watched like the first episode and
Been like no.
like maybe it gets better, but I just haven't done anything. Do you think that because of that, and there is such a wide thing of there's so many really great anime out there, and then there's some that's just if or so, and really I guess I should say some that aren't bad, but it's just the fact that they're not to the level of some of the others that it makes it harder to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even for me, Demon Slayer, it wasn't bad. I mean, I liked it, but it was one of those I'm like, there's only 4 seasons. I guess 3 technically.
No. There's the first one, then there's Mugen Train. And then, because the first one's like, getting everything situated.
Yeah,
then
well,
there's
there's the
Mugen
first
Train.
one. Yeah.
And then we have Entertainment District Arc. And then there's
The Swordsmith one.
Swordsmith. And then there's Hashira Training. That's
Okay.
5.
And then Infinity Castle.
And then Infinity Castle will be a whole arc.
It was one of those, I wasn't upset that it's coming to an end. Like, I'm like, especially
Swordsmith Village arc was just, Hashira Training arc was just kind of like,
I mean, both of those were just kind of to
I
me.
liked
Like,
Swordsmith. I liked it. But sitting through Hashira Training, I was just kind of like, okay. When can we just have like a short montage of this and end it in 2 episodes and then something fun happens?
I mean, I feel like for me,
it was just a whole ton of montages. That's all it was. Except that scene when he pushed the boulder, that was pretty cool.
Mugen Train and Infinity Castle, I feel like are the 2 peaks of the show. I mean, I really liked Mugen Train, but maybe it's because I didn't watch all the show. I just watched the movie.
What?
I didn't watch like the season of Mugen Train.
Yeah,
I just
it
watched,
was just
which I'm sure they cut stuff out. I mean, I really don't know.
I don't know. I watched the movie too. Personally, I wasn't the biggest fan of Mugen Train. I liked Entertainment District Arc, and I mean, I feel like it was kind of slow until the battle happened, which the battle did drag on pretty long, but I liked it. I like the one when they're fighting Rui in the mountain. I like that one. Okay, I liked Swordsmith Village arc because Mitsuri was in it, and so was Riichiro, and I think that both of them are very cool. And the whole thing that happened with Nezuko in that season, I thought, oh my god, this is... Like, I was like, no, she's in the sun! oh my god, she's okay. And then like later, you know how it always has like the fun stuff that happens like afterwards. I like the season when she goes like the part when she goes up to Zenitsu and goes, "Good morning, Inosuke," and then walks off, and he's just like so upset. It's like she called me Inosuke. She called me Inosuke. That's like the part I liked. Yeah, I did like I like it when they're just like hanging around. Like I think it's always pretty fun to watch their interactions.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
It was
upset that it's coming to an end. Okay, honestly, I feel like how well the plot has like led up to it, I feel like, and everything, and the way they've kept it all together and not just been like the whole, man, this is falling apart. What is happening? Like, I felt like I wasn't ever really that confused with it.
yeah. Well, I mean,
I was
like,
able to like hold up and watch and be like, this is happening, and this is happening. I can understand this. I understand why it's coming to an end. But I will miss it a
yeah.
bit.
Well, I mean, like with Attack on Titan, I know people that fell off after they get beyond the wall, which it does get a little.
It's like with the Promised Neverland, how it's all like once they finally got past the wall, it was just like, what is happening? It's just
Yeah, but it gets a little, like I said, a little questionable on some of the stuff that they're doing, and I
like
mean, as
all of
far
their
as
ideals
more,
changed, and it was like
but I
going crazy.
but I had become so invested in it at that point that I still wanted to push on, and I mean, even the ending, I loved the ending, but it was because even though it was as far as some of the ideals that it's pushing military wise and like
I like how it kind of
race
goes.
superiority wise, like they don't, we've mentioned it before, they don't really downplay that or say, hey, this was a bad thing per se. So it gets kind of questionable, but it was still so well written and I just enjoyed it. But there's some that I'm like, if it doesn't hook me in like the first one or two episodes, I can't keep going. Like,
I really love to see the way all of the characters change during Attack on Titan. How you can really tell, like looking at like season 1 version of them, how they're all happy and lighthearted. Like you can, especially once they get to Marley.
yeah,
Once they get to Marley, it's just like everything. Like you could really tell that they were changing, especially with like Jean. Like in the beginning of the series, he was just that weird guy that liked girls and that was fighting with Armin. But in the other one, like once it got later and like they were all like, stressing and panicking because they knew the rumbling was coming, and he was sitting in his room with his hands over his ears. He was freaking out. I'm like, oh my god.
yeah. I mean, and several of the characters in there,
It hurt when you
the
lost
character development over some of them was so good, but then again, like at the same time, I feel the Inosuke that's in the first time you meet him is still the same one that's in Infinity
them.
Castle.
Yeah, it's
and
still
it's
the
like,
let's charge right in and kill them all.
I mean, the story progresses, but I don't feel
characters
like
don't
characters don't progress at all. Like there's no.
Zenitsu is still the same. Oh my god, Nezuko-chan, as he was whenever he first met her. Tanjiro, they're like, oh my god, he changed. Well, in certain scenes, you can see he's very determined and stuff like that, but like, he was always super determined and,
Yeah, I
well,
mean,
hard-headed. Literally, his forehead is so thick it won't crack.
his stuff is, oh, he's changed and he's realized a few things, but nothing's big. And that's
He's
one of
still
those.
a happy, smiley person. Like, people are like, oh my god, in this arc, he looked so sad. Yeah, but if you look at the afterwards, he was all brights and smiles again. Like, he changed for that moment. Like, if, I don't know, I was a happy person and then my cat died, I wouldn't stay sad forever.
I mean, and maybe because it is,
I don't have a cat.
with like, it wasn't aimed towards that. I mean, it was,
I feel like it's more the story than the characters.
yeah.
The plot's good. The plot is good. Got a whole bunch of demon slayers teaming up to kill Michael Jackson. It's awesome.
Yeah, and that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, it is about that.
But it's beautiful.
It is. The art is beautiful. The way that they do, like, the attacks, it's pretty cool. But it's kind of funny to me how, like, they're, like, the only people that can see it. So, like, non-demon slayers probably just see them running around with swords. It looks pretty goofy. Same in Shibuya. Like, they even state, like in JJK, they even said, like, man, since they can't see curses, they're all avoiding me. Well, yeah, I mean, it would look weird if you were running around attacking and punching air. I mean, they're not, but nobody else can see it, so it's probably really weird to them. But yeah, it's beautiful, and I just love the way that they, like, show each character's, like, strengths and stuff like that, but the characters never change. Mitsuri is still
Yeah.
Mitsuri. Even after Goku died. Like, yeah, it's like, well, he retired. Yeah, because he's old and he lost an arm. Jeez, leave Tengen alone, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like with Death Note, you can see like light spiraling.
No, okay. There's a difference. There is Light and there is Kira. They are not the same person, I swear to God. The first person
Well-
Kira killed was Light.
Well, but you can say that, but it's almost like watching light become Kira.
In most shonen, I
That's-
feel like they're like, I hate this, and then they become it. Deku, I hate villains, becomes one. Light, I hate murderers, I hate horrible people, becomes one.
I just don't know what I'm going to pick up after Bisco.
You should watch The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity.
I'll leave that one for you.
You're no fun. I feel like you'd fall asleep anyways. You wouldn't like it. Sound of Affection is good. It's really good, and it picks up pretty fast. Like, I like in anime when they like realize they like each other in the first episode. They're not just blushing. Be like, why did I feel this way? Because you like them, you idiot. Like, oh my god. Like that's why I like for this one. Is like they're like, wow, I like her. Yeah.
I might try a weird isekai.
Oh, you should watch My Next Life as a Villain. It's all about sleep. No, that one's boring. Never mind.
I might do the vending machine one.
Wait, is there that one that the people at the restaurant we
Yeah,
overheard
My
talking
Life as
about?
a Vending or whatever it is. But yeah, just something to.
I will, once I finish The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity, I may or may not pick up I Left My A-Rank Party to help a bunch of low-rank people, like, you know, whatchamacallit show. I forget what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
Or I got reincarnated as a slime. I might start that one.
yeah, I was going to just pick one of those random ones and see. Because I honestly, too, I need to go back and finish Made in Abyss. I'm only like a couple episodes into it, but that one seems. But
Is it like MADE or like MAID?
MADE.
Okay, so it's like made, like I
There's a
made
huge
this.
hole in the ground, and they go down, and different people go. I mean, they go down to search for stuff, and the higher class you are, the deeper you can go. And like this one girl finds like this android robot thing that you're not sure what it is, and
Well, was it made in the abyss?
apparently. But we're gonna take a quick break,
Ad break.
and then we're gonna come back and.
You got a game?
Well, it's not necessarily a game, but it's a draft or a more of a discussion here. So
Okay.
we'll be
You need
right
to come up
back.
with more games.
Found a house shining bright.
Hey, fellow anime fans, it's Dexi. If you're loving Weeb and a Half and want to help support the show, you should totally check out our Patreon. Not only will you be helping us keep the podcast going, but you'll also get some awesome perks like bonus episodes, access to the Discord, and even a shout out in an episode. Basically, you'll get more anime talk, more laughs, and maybe even more of Dad's terrible takes. Trust me, it's worth it. So if you want to join our little anime family and get some exclusive goodies, head over to patreon.com/weebandahalf and check it out. Thanks for the support, and as always, stay weeby. I caught none of that. I don't understand
Okay.
it. Could
You're
you-
going to pick a world that you do, that, you know, watching it, you enjoyed it. But when you think about it as a normal person with no plot armor,
So I'm
it
like
would
an
suck
NPC
to
that
live
dies.
there.
AOT. Simple. No thought. Okay. There's some other good ones, but like,
Yeah, no, we can go back.
I mean, if
and
you're
forth.
Death Note, as long as you did nothing wrong, you just move out the country and you're fine.
Yeah, well,
That's
see,
what they
but
all
that's
think.
the thing, though. That's still, I mean, that's technically just Tokyo to be, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, it's just Tokyo.
Yeah, we're talking about like a world that is different than Earth. I mean, it can be an alternate version of Earth,
Yeah.
but it has to, you have to look at it from a normal person perspective.
Attack on Titan. I just hope that I didn't live in what's that place called with the S? It starts with an S. Well, I just hope I didn't live anywhere in Walmira. R.I.P.
Yeah, we can come up with a couple of different ones here. If you wanted to go first, or if you want me to go first, or
Is that the only question though?
yeah, but we're going to pretty much try to top the other person's.
Okay. AOT.
You're going with
I'm going with
Marley AOT, and I mean,
Okay, Marley wouldn't
well,
be
here's the
as
question.
bad.
Well,
as
and that's the question.
Paradise. Like a
Yeah,
Paradise NPC.
there's the idea of Titans and stuff, which would suck, but I mean, I guess it would fall under being, like, psychologically damaging.
Yeah, but you're also poor. It's hard to get meat. Most things you only have are, like, bread. And, like, am I, like, in the military? Am I, like,
No,
a
you're
long
just a normal person.
Yeah, no, that would still suck, though, because of all the horrible things that go on in that city. Do you Oh my god. No. Just no.
But the other side to that is that world is not portrayed as a fun world either. I mean, think of it as, or not necessarily fun, but interesting, like
It's very
the world
interesting.
of Kaiju number 8. It's kind of cool.
Just move out of Tokyo. No, move out of Japan.
It's
They
kind of cool,
don't
but
have
yeah,
kaiju in the
you would
US.
have so many kaiju to deal with.
I mean,
Um,
I have one.
yeah, go for it.
JJK would be bad because you can't even see them unless you're a jujutsu sorcerer. It's very fascinating if you ask me, like the way all the curses and the reverse curse technique and all that stuff works, but you can't even see it. And I feel like there's so much negative energy in this generation that we'd all be dead.
Yeah, I mean,
There's so many curses would be born.
like you said, I'm in Attack on Titan because there is the whole constant existential threat.
There's always something bigger, Dad.
Yeah, and also there's the militarized society. Everyone, the whole military thing.
It's all messed up and it messes with your brain.
And like one of the things that I was thinking of is like Neo Tokyo from Akira, because it does seem like a cool world because everything's like futuristic and they've got really sweet motorcycles. But then again, you have a huge, giant killer baby.
Baby, I'm sorry, baby?
Yeah, the
What is
ending.
this?
It's a whole.
Gravity Falls?
There's also all the government corruption going on there, and also it's like technically it's like these kids are cool, but then when you kind of like Tokyo Revengers, it's like, oh man, this is cool, but also you realize that it's a bunch of child gang members.
They're like, they're. I remember it was said, "You're sure you're in junior high?" I'm sorry, he's in junior high and he's in a gang, and he's. It's just also because like in Japan, like they trust their kids to like go out by themselves because kids can do that. But when you think about it, that's also trusting them to like be safe and stuff like that. So since they're able to be out by themselves, like I guess their parents don't question what happens. Like I don't think Takemichi's parents know is that he's in the Tokyo Manji gang and best friends with the leader. Like, geez. But I feel like a cool world that would be to like, be in, but it would also be like my hero, because like when you think about it, they are also a bunch of kids and they're put into a school where they have to learn to fight because I mean they do want to be heroes. They want to be heroes. But a lot of stuff happens, like the school getting attacked and it's like all out war. Like it's not safe.
Yeah.
For a bunch of first years in high school. But I feel like with all the villains and superhero powers and stuff like that, it's pretty cool, but it's also very dangerous.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same line of like Kaiju number 8, and I mean, even when you think about the Titans and Attack on Titan, like the world of
Bertold and Rainier, like that was like whoa.
Like I mean, the world of Neon Genesis Evangelion, like it's cool, but then a hole's going to open up and an angel's going to come through, and you're likely going to have a robot thrown through your office building and killed. Like
oh yeah, I was like robot. I'm like, oh, Gundam.
I mean, and also all the soldiers there, it's like they're children, pretty much. So you got that.
Oh, I know one that's really cool, but very not okay because I'm a child. Promise Neverland. They're all children.
I mean, the entire society is a farm.
Yes. Oh, at school when we were learning about like the Indian, like American boarding school, like Native American boarding schools, this one was called like Field View. And when we saw pictures of it, it looked a lot like Gracefield. And I was like, oh my God, that looks a lot like it. Because like the way it was with like the house in the middle and there was like a large field around it and some trees. But then there was also like that one tree like right there, and I was like, that looks just like the tree race that's under in Reese's books.
Yeah.
This is concerning.
Well, I mean, like I mentioned Made in Abyss, that's another one. It's like there's some really cool aspects to that, but really it's all like most of the people going down and digging. It's like the exploration is based off of like child exploitation, like child sacrifice. Like it's one of those that are like, oh, they're young, they're going to go down there. And it's almost like you can tell the older they are, the deeper they've gone down because You don't see any young ones down that deep because they probably haven't made it. But
Ugh.
I mean, and then also like the world of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, because like you can't see them. And I'm
Yeah.
a normal bystander with no plot armor. You know what that means? I was probably killed in Shibuya. I was
Yeah.
probably on level B5 and I'm dead.
Well, and also the knowledge makes you even more likely to suffer if you do
Oh yeah, when
realize what's
Gojo released his curse,
like
or
when you
his
do
technique.
understand what's going on, it makes the whole world just even worse to figure
I know.
out.
I remember like they were all standing there and just all like drooling and like they were like look like zombies because like their brains were like processing it all, you know. And it's kind of crazy. It's like 0.0. It was like 0.02 seconds. I don't know if it was slowed down for us, but it looked like he was killing for a lot more than 0.02 seconds.
Yeah.
Like if he just releases it for 0.02 seconds, that was like 5 minutes of the entire episode.
There's just so many of them that it's all like when you're watching, you're like, man, this is cool. Even Gachikata. That is really cool, but at the same time, would not want to live in the hole because you have trash monsters or trash beasts. Yeah, more than likely you're just going to end up dying. Like, and that's the other thing too. It's kind of hard not to think about like all the different like post-apocalyptic shows you have where it's like, oh, this would be good, but it's like, no, it's gonna suck because, well, anything with the term post-apocalyptic in it isn't going to be cool, you know,
Yeah.
because that's after the apocalypse. So it's like everything's going to be in ruins. It's not going to be, fun. I mean, Sabakui Bisco, you've got rust winds.
Just don't breathe. It's okay. I'm trying to think of.
I was trying to think of some funnier ones
You know
too.
what? You know what I
but-
could do? I could cosplay Maki because of my glasses. I would make a very good Nobara, even though I do like her more. Sorry, I just randomly looked at my glasses and thought, man, I could be Maki. Anyways, I'm trying to think of.
Like a funny one where it's like, oh, this show is funny and fun, but it's like I would not want to live there.
I mean, I do like Psyche K, but I wouldn't want to go to PK Academy because everyone there is weird. Psyche K is not like, okay, he's like, I'm the only normal one here. Yeah, you just hide your powers. You're not normal. You have telepathy. You have like every power imaginable. There's a lot of setbacks. But like the character's like Nindo, he's tall and muscular and has the largest like butt chin you will ever see. He's literally like his resting face. Like it's not like it's like scary. Like oh my god, he looks so mean. He's scary. He's scary. It's a bit creepy looking, especially when he smiles. And like everyone there's got some problem. Like in Komi, how there's like the narcissistic one who thinks that they're part of like some like secret organization when they're really just insecure about something and trying to hide it. You know, see, everyone's got a problem. And I wouldn't want to be dragged down into that.
I mean, the world of Akame ga Kill, except
You're
that's
naming off all these ones I've never seen.
yeah. Well, I mean, with that one, it's one of those where it's like, oh, this would be cool, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, all these people dying. I mean, if you're just a normal person and you're not, a fighter, I guess it wouldn't be too horrible to live in besides the oppressive government and things like that. But, and also it's kind of hard not to say like, name off School Live or some other.
Oh my god. Okay,
all
if
the
you're a
zombie
bystander, you're
apocalypse.
dead. You are dead. That's just like a small one. Like it got a live action. I haven't watched it, but most live action anime suck. Psyche K got a live action and oh my god, it's horrible. I haven't watched it, but I've seen clips and oh my god. It's like there's this part when like he's like teleporting around like dodging all these times that like I guess I forget her name, the pretty girl is like trying to like say hi to him and like touch his shoulder and he's like dodging around. But in the live action, he's just kind of going like around and like moving his upper half body and it looks really awkward and weird. They didn't have any funding.
What would you just back to that? Back to the worlds. What about your outlook on the world of?
Madoka Magica.
That's exactly the one I was going to say. I was going to say.
Okay, I
Madoka
mean,
Magica
I
because
feel like it doesn't.
Because, I mean, it's like hope is literally like I don't know how to explain it.
I haven't seen much, but I get the basic premise from watching a couple episodes. And I feel
I mean, hope is a consumable resource in it, like, and children are like emotionally drained pretty much.
Why are there so many anime with children? They're like all like high schoolers. Are they okay? Madoka? I thought she was in junior. Cardcaptor Sakura fighting for her life against these cards. She's in junior high. No, she's 4th grade. She's in elementary school.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Well, what about this one? Because this one just seems like a whole fun world, but when you think about
Pokemon.
One Piece. I mean, the
military. Oh, my God, the Marines. Oh.
I mean,
except for Kobe. Kobe's a good person.
Freedom depends on where you were born,
Yeah.
And also the extreme inequality. I mean, that's why most of them are pirates to begin with, because their life sucked to begin with.
Yeah, and they didn't have a family. One Piece parents the second the kids were born and just like gone. Zoro's, where? When? Sanji's parents were just horrible. They suck. Nami, well, we don't know her parents because she was an orphan because she was there when a war happened and her parents probably died. So she was taken in by a lady that worked in the Marines. But she was a good person. She quit the Marines once she took them in, but then she died.
Any of these worlds you feel like you would be able to survive without special abilities?
Well, in One Piece, I mean, I don't feel like a lot of bystander. Ooh. I'll live in a very good city that's not a small town that Arlong will attack. Well, he's gone now, but he will attack and say, okay, everyone will give me this amount of money once a month or I'll just kill all of you guys. Like, no. And I guess I'm a child, so I would cost a lot less, but still.
Yeah.
Jesus. Like.
Yeah, I couldn't think of one that I would be like, oh no, I could thrive in that, because most of them it's like, well, keep your head down. Hopefully nothing would happen, but you can't. There's no promises there. But
I feel like in Pokemon, they don't talk enough about how violent some of these Pokemon are. Like, do people, like, die?
You're actively capturing these things and locking them away in a ball. Like,
I know, like, it's not okay.
But yeah, if you have any ideas or outlooks, feel free to send us an email at
Gmail. Whoa, no. Podcasts@gmail.com.
Yep.
Oh,
and or you can leave comments in the comment section. That always helps. Follow us on Spotify or wherever you listen.
Mm-hmm.
And
we're pretty much everywhere.
Yep.
Well, that sounded creepy.
And if you like the show and just want to throw a couple dollars our way to help us keep going, it's patreon.com/weeb1/2.
Mm-hmm.
And
I've not seen it.
And I'll just knock it out. And that's a wrap on today's episode of Weeb and a Half. Thanks for hanging out with us. And remember, whether you're a hardcore weeb or just here for the fun, we're all family. Catch you next time.
Stay weeby.
Yep.
I got to say it that time.